I'm recording this introductory voiceover before any gameplay because I just installed the game. If you don't care, which is understandable, the gameplay will start at the timestamp embedded in the video. If you like the font that I used, it's called Atkinson Hyperlegible. Firstly, I wanted to say thank you for your support in clicking on and viewing my videos. I won't promise anything other than to provide videos I am, at the least, content with, as I'm a little bit of a perfectionist with certain things. My aim is not to make highly condensed and edited videos, though I may on occasion for goals or milestones. My aim is to personally bring back my preferred content era of YouTube, which was long-form videos with minimal editing. Secondly, I wanted to mention why my voice shifts in quality through this recording and other recordings. I have a highly variable time in which I can record. Sometimes that is 10 minutes and sometimes that's 3 hours. It depends on life, which I'm sure we can all relate to. Additionally, I have vocal fold issues that have gone on for the majority of my life, which makes my voice fatigue rather quickly. So what I sound like right now will sound different compared to later on in this video or other videos. Thirdly, there will be various points in this video where I will be quiet. This is primarily when there's dialogue, but I will shut myself up to let the ambiance or gameplay itself shine. At least that's what I like to tell myself, since I am an extremely introverted person, and voicing my thoughts comes about as easily as pulling teeth. As a side note, since my voice can have high variability, anytime the screen zooms out a bit, like right now, I'm using that to indicate a voiceover. This may change in the future if it becomes too distracting, but it seemed like the least intrusive way at the time of editing to signify such a change. Now, let's get into the game. For those unaware, which I suspect if you're looking up this game you probably know, Darkhaven is being made by former Diablo and Blizzard, or I guess World of Warcraft, employees. They dropped this demo today. It says February 26, 26 not being February 26, but the year 26. And the version is 0.0.23272, in case whatever resolution you're viewing it in makes that difficult to read. Now, when I click play online, it warns that there will be instability, crashes, server disconnects, so on and so forth. I have tried playing online and I cannot get it to play online at the moment. I don't know if that's an issue with me, if that's an issue with the game. Maybe their servers are almost being DDoSed because there's so many people downloading and playing the demo, but at the moment I cannot get online to work for me. I figured I would let you know what's going on with that. Can I choose a different character? Lash a distant target, reel it in. Lash distant target, reel it in. Consecutive swings boost attack speed. Interesting. Lunge at a target, dealing 150 weapon damage and a chance to generate a random glyph. On hit, summon a crow to your flock. Crows follow an orbit, doing damage to nearby enemies. Well, AoE. Passive damage. Speak with Lum. Alright, so again, this is a pre-alpha, which means that it's very basic. Controls. Nope. Make sure our graphic quality is max, basically. Sound is whatever. Difficulty 3, DPI, scaling. Turn that off right now. I was hoping that, oh, you can just get right there. Okay. I feel like it slows my mouse down a bit whenever I'm click and dragging. Maybe not. Alright, we're going to hold. Alright, control is dodge. Holding shift allows me to stand and attack. And I have just collected a waypoint. So far this is Diablo. Or Path of Exile, I think the name is. Wow, that's inferior. And I cannot put it in my left hand. Already. Lum.
Hello.
Hello there. Glad to see another hero come through. Most call me Lum. Some call me Fortunate, though I don't credit that. They've called you names too, eh? Dark Sister, Bone Stealer, Friend of Shadows. Don't fret, you'll hear no judgment from me. In fact, I've got something that might interest you. In the woods, not far from here, you'll find a great stone slab, an ancient altar touched by shadow, twisted and treacherous. Caught your attention, eh? Perhaps you should take a look. Can I sell? I can sell it for 2.
Deal well struck.
A deal well struck. 7. Alright. Wow. Is this... Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. I got a new knife. Yes, we will dual wield. Alrighty. Let us investigate. Oh, very interesting. Come on. It's been a very long time since I've played a Diablo-like game. And this being probably the first game I'm going to be uploading onto my channel, it should be noted, obviously I'm not a YouTuber. As I stated in the introduction, I am extremely introverted. Oh. Sorry, that's a bit slow, I feel. Alright, you automatically equip armor. Holding shift and attacking makes your birds do a kind of mega attack. Oh, jeez. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Stop it. I'm not clicking. I'm just... Destructible environment? Interesting. I don't want to go down there yet. How do I get out? Get out, please. Can I get out? Or is this a kind of forced dungeon to make me learn dungeon stuff? Can't get out, so...
I'm gonna hit ya.
They'll grenade me, it seems. I was trying. You have perished. Did I learn anything? Well, obviously, I may have learned things, but I'll do that. I have 5. We're going to dump it into agility because, while I don't know anything about the game, I'm going to assume that agility is a good thing. And yes, that does kind of mean I do nothing with that. I do not seem to be able to do anything with that. Alrighty. I'm trying to not make this too yeah. Well, meta, I guess, would be the proper term in this instance. So, is there any way I can get out of here? Oh. Oh, I like that. Destructible terrain? Yes, please. Come back here. Hey. No hitty. I really like the destructible terrain aspect. I also have whatever is going on top of my character. Mana stuns. Yeah, mana stun. So I don't know what. Obviously, those are like a glyph kind of thing. But other than that, I'm not quite sure what it's supposed. Wow, I thought I was going to one hit. I'm not sure what it would be other than glyphs. They mentioned glyphs at the beginning, so I assume that's what glyphs do, is they give you various perks, temporary perks. Hello. Hello. Whoop. I have bleed, man. I want this thing. I want the weird glowy thing. Why can't I have the weird glowy thing? I don't know what these do. There is no tutorial. I assume, and I could be wrong. I assume that they give mana? Don't know. Blue tends to be representative of mana. Oh, speaking of the color blue, that is something that should be noted, I suppose. I am colorblind. Therefore, I may miss certain colors, or may say the wrong color, not really realizing. I will say increasing my dexterity seemed to help. Imagine that, right? Is that all? Strange indeed. Let's go investigate the puzzle box. Yeah. Alrighty. Hello. Oh. Oh. My birds, certainly enjoy flying around. Hello, Gulpjar. Ooh. The trees could use being a bit better. I don't believe that was proper English the way that I said that. The trees could do with being, like, the graphical fidelity and whatnot increased. I'm having to use middle mouse button to turn the camera, kind of like in... oh, what was it called? Divinity Original Sin had that kind of control scheme where you had to use your middle mouse button in order to control the camera. I think because Larian Studios also did Baldur's Gate 3. I think Baldur's Gate 3 had that same... Oh, wait. Oh, I really like this. This is a very interesting mechanic. A very interesting mechanic. Is there any way further down? Interesting. added armor. Maybe then we won't be wearing... Ah! My throat! Maybe then we won't be wearing, a bathing suit, basically. How would we get up there, I wonder? Come on. This is too interesting to me, the destroyable environment. I really like that. Alright. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's see if we can't get out of here. Oh. Nope. Can't get out that way. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get out of here then. Can I actually get out of here? Or in doing this, you know what? This is probably why they want, or why they gave me the, yeah, because I can't reach that whatsoever. If I hit M, nothing happens. If I hit escape, nope. Character? Yeah, nothing, 9, 14. Nothing's happening there. At least you're not... No, you're still going to be wearing the same stuff. Oh, you can right-click on it, of course you can. Maybe... I wonder how many people are going to be like me and get stuck in this. I can't be the only person, right? I mean, I am stuck. I cannot, I cannot seem to get out. Again, I do not know that much about the game. There could be procedural generation, random terrain generation. I don't know. However, I do know that I cannot get out. So, we may have to do the old Diablo trick where we do that, and we'll see. That did not work! That did not work. Oh. Welcome to the game. There's a reason why I didn't try to rename the character the same. I figure there is some way to get out. I just am missing it. But rather than all of that.
Hello there.
We've been through this, Lum, I'm sorry to say. Rather than try to go through all of that again... Hello? Hello? Grab it! Grab it! I'm wanting to showcase the game, not showcase me trying to get out of a spot in the game. You know what I mean? The longer that I spend trying to get out of that, the less gameplay we yeah, that thing. Yeesh. The less gameplay we otherwise have. Interesting that the enemies changed. I kind of like that. Oh, having to fight a tyrant immediately? Okay, well. Uh, 25. Oh, we're wielding 216-ish damage daggers. Oh yeah, so this is at least somewhat randomly generating map sequences. Now it could be something like Diablo. Yeesh. It could be something like Diablo. Oh, I got a flask. Nice. I can't go this way? Oh, there was a random, just weird thing there. Where, to finish my sentence finally, it may be something like Diablo, where it's simply... Oh, you stunned me. Oh. Get out of the hole. The birds aren't necessarily helping. Something like Diablo. There we go. That worked. Okay, so the glowing things next to the enemies that we defeat are... Yep, there we go. Our health and mana. Oh, he got me with a double. He got me with a double. Yeah, I don't know if the maps are similar to Diablo, or the early, I guess, Diablo. Where, what they would do is basically rotate the map. And it wasn't really a different map, it just kind of felt like it because you're entering it from a different position. Alright, well, while we're here, dexterity increases your attack with dexterity weapons and skills, like I assume a dagger. It has the same symbol. It also increases your chance of inflicting slashing and lightning criticals. Strength increases your attack with strength-based weapons. It also increases your chance of inflicting blunt criticals and resisting blunt and lightning criticals. Vitality increases your life, also increases your shadow criticals and resisting flame, or slashing, what did I mean? Flame. Slashing and cold critical. Magic increases your mana. It also increases your chance of inflicting fire and cold criticals and resisting shadow criticals. Well, we're using dexterity-based. Is knife, inferior dagger, dexterity. Hello. Can I dodge out of that? I can. Alright. Of course, immediately after I get that, I forgot to apply my talent. No. We're going to try that, actually. I've noticed every once in a while we'll chug a bit with the frame rate. We'll have frame drops. I'm on an SSD, so I guess that's just pre-alpha loading. So far, I'm finding the game extremely interesting. I did nothing. Oh, that did something. Okay. Oh, wow. 10 out of 10. Game of the year. You can swim. That is basically unheard of. Have fun. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, you hold shift to toss your creatures further. Your common. You toss your birds at a specific location or near a specific location. Grab the puzzle box. We're still going to investigate. Strange indeed. Hello. Nice try. Yeah. So we are still going to be doing the dungeons, just because I want to more fully explore the map. However, I'm not going to be going that far into a dungeon where I'm destroying the terrain. Destroying the terrain last time did not work out for me, and I do not want to get stuck a second time. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to you, little gulp jaw. My bad. You kind of did that to yourself, though. And because I am a loot goblin, I am of course going to be grabbing basically everything that I can see. Come on, there we go. This is a little checkpoint, or a waypoint rather. Down there looks like bad things. Not really bad things, but... yeah, that's easy. Now that I know how to do that, I really like that. Gloves, belt. Inferior quality. Yeah, we're going to go back down in here, of course. Placid Glen. Speculent. That's a word that is not in my vocabulary. Not to say that my vocabulary is the most expansive, but I know a thing or two. I did not. Come on. There we go. Ow. Hey. No stabby stabby. Ow. Come on. Get up. Phrasing. Get. I keep forgetting that I can just do that and probably get up, except not in this specific instance. Nope, not in this specific instance. I must go around and, of course... hey! That's cheating. You can climb through walls and things. I can't.
Puny skinbag!
Oh. Well, I was trying, but my birds were not attacking whenever they should have been. I was repeatedly... The terrain. I really like that you can destroy the terrain and do things, but it's also extremely frustrating at the same time. I feel like one critique in the game is that you should be able to climb terrain a little bit easier. I'm not saying that we should remove it, because it is a very interesting mechanic and I like it quite a bit, and they're clearly investing into it. Yeah. That does a lot of damage, doesn't it? There we go. Birds finally did bird things. Do I equip that? No, it's a socketed type item. I don't want... Well, I guess I'm not going to complain about strength. I don't need strength. This is a agile character. I am so hesitant right now. I am really trying not to trap myself yet again. I'm hoping that I didn't, because... Oh, you can zoom in. Interesting. I don't want to, but that's interesting that you can, I suppose. Yeah, I am trying to be very careful. Yeah. Oh well, I'm not going that way. I don't even know if I can get out over here. I'm hoping that I can, but my my birds kind of did a bit of damage. I should have taken the teleport thing. Alright, well, hopefully there's a few more creatures down here for me to kill. So far, very interesting. Okay, come on. Oh, how? Some of the, some of this is just very interesting. It's bizarre to me to have an RPG style of game where you can actually destroy the terrain. Oh. Oh. Okay, I know how to get out. I know how to do so many things. And I'm sure someone was yelling at me. Oh, you can destroy them after the fact and get more from them. Well now. Yeah, leave. I want you to leave the tags on, just like in old Diablo. Yeah, see, I would have missed so much had the tags stayed off. 25. Well, yeah, we're gonna swap that and that. There we go. What's this? 30 armor, 35 enhanced armor. We don't need that. 8 armor, 25 dash, 8 armor, 7 dexterity. We're going to go with a little bit of a powerhouse. That is insane. I mean, I went into this completely blind, and it is absolutely crazy to me that you can jump. I know, that is such a stupidly simple mechanic that probably every game should have. But... it works too well. Oh, and you can... Oh, well, I may have messed myself there. Oh, no. Ah! You can just spam it. Wait, you can double jump even. What? No. That. Okay. This genuinely, I was a little bit concerned about having a Diablo clone because I wasn't sure how in control the guys who did Diablo were going to be. I don't know if they were in control whenever they chose to add jumping, they being the developers in general, but I don't care because that is an absolutely amazing mechanic idea. Wow. That is insane. And yes, I am rambling about jumping because jumping in what is basically Diablo is so insanely bizarre. Oh. Wait, we can do these? Interesting. Yeah, I want more crows. Kill the cockroach. Yeah. Oh, hello. This is crazy. Wow. Oh, I absolutely love that. I will immediately pay $60 for this game if it is available. That is absolutely insane.
Oh there, witch.
So you found the altar and uncovered what lies beneath? Aye, it's as I feared. Have you heard tale of the Deathless King, of his cursed court? They were vanquished long ago, but apparently some shadows remain. The necromancer, Narlathak, wasn't hardly the worst of them, but lingers as a lich, still keen to finish what they started. Five cursed generations have suffered since the fall. This realm needs a protector against the likes of him. Someone willing to rise to the occasion. Someone willing to rise to the challenge. You, perhaps? Consider it a trial by shadow. A chance to build rather than scavenge. But know this, you'll need strength you haven't yet dreamed of. Well, I want to be dexterity. Alright, buddy. Can I just hold shift? No.
A deal well struck.
Alrighty. So I can just hold shift and right click on these. I don't care about the die. Some people may, and that's fine. I don't care about it personally. I'm going to keep the puzzle box. Nope. And I'm going to keep the other gems and whatnot. What was in here? Anything? No? Alrighty. That is crazy. Okay, jump. Well, let's go ahead and finish the exploration of the map, shall we? I don't know how much there's going to be, but this is crazy. Just adding jumping... Ooh. Adding jumping to what is essentially Diablo absolutely blew my mind. And I know, that is such a silly thing. It is silly. It is amazing. It has been many years since I have enjoyed a Diablo game. Diablo 3 wasn't horrible, but it didn't feel Diablo. Not like the original Diablos. That is just a crazy concept. Terrain damaging was crazy, and now the ability to jump. That is genuinely... I know, I keep going on about it. As someone who's older than the very first Diablo game, it's just crazy that it's a thing. I grew up playing Diablo even though I never actually finished it. I've never been one to finish games. I prefer to just play them, and then whenever I know I'm getting close to finishing them, I want to start over because I don't want the game to end. That's one reason, kind of, why I started this channel, is so that I could kind of make myself finish games. I prefer if you didn't do that to me. I will take the knife. Hello. There's so many things all over the place. Oh. Ah, the cockroaches are electric. Boogie, yogi, yogi. Hello? What? I was very upset that I couldn't get to my loot, and then I remembered, oh, that's right, I can do the normal thing and jump. Oh, this is gonna be a great game. This is going to be a great game. So far, if for whatever reason you cannot play this game right now, and it's free by the way currently on Steam, but if for whatever reason you cannot play it right now, a computer having issues or what have you, especially at this time, I feel very sorry for you. But if you enjoyed the original Diablos, like Diablo 1, Diablo 2, you will enjoy this game, I believe. It has all of the old Diablo feel with newer graphics, basically. We'll say the music is a bit more lighthearted, obviously, than the original Diablo. That was something I absolutely adored about Diablo 1. And a little bit less so, but still with Diablo 2 as well. Oh, I did not mean to go in here yet. I loved the soundtrack. Dark music is something I've always really liked. Bunkers of Misery. Alright. Absolutely insane. Hello. I know, I keep going on about the most mundane of things. I really am not trying to, but I am sitting here with a smile on my face because I can jump.
Die, son wham!
You know what? I don't like you. What does this do? This gives me... Oh, okay, so that's just like a life crystal in general? It's just... It's astounding. It really is. Can I zoom out further? Not by default. Alright. There are some things I wish I could do. For example, zoom out further. Hello? But I'm not going to complain. Alright. I don't know what, you may have heard my cat. You may have heard my cat. I don't know what, it's just the terrain damaging plus jumping. You add those two things together and you have something awesome. Alright, so I can't get up there. I had to make sure, you know. I'm not sure what the rocks are for. Oh, you know what would be actually very interesting, but also a huge pain? If the rocks were for spell components, like if you needed certain spell components to cast certain spells, that's more of a Dungeons and Dragons thing than a Diablo thing. But that would be both interesting and so annoying at the same time. Aye, Captain. I cannot lie. I have become very jaded over the last probably 5 years regarding any new game coming out, because it's just seemed that it's not to be an insult to any developers, but it feels like slop. It just feels boring. This, in its current iteration, does not at all feel like that. I say this as I am basically digging a hole to nowhere. I just dug my way to the entrance. That is amazing. Shady Glen. Coffee break. As I kind of clear the edges of the map right here. Or the edges of the fog of war, I should say. Alright, so you're gonna be... Oh wow, you actually are a bit tough. I did notice the stars next to the enemies' names. Is this a trap? Ah, I wish that was a trap. I say that. Maybe I don't wish that was a trap, depending on how they have traps done. My thought of a trap was just, like bog standard Diablo 3 trap where some enemies pop up. Maybe I don't want that in this game though, because these devs are conniving in the best of way. Obviously, I could have known. Yeah, there's a 2-star next to that that creature's name instead of a 1-star. All right, so I want to move some of this. Hello. Nope, I'm I'm not. Stop it. Ah! Help! Inventory management is not my strongest suit. I want the boots. No, 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 no. Slay old granddad. Alright, we can. Is there any way? No. However, first I want to go to town because, I want to sell. Where is that? Archstone. Archstone. Is that anything... I love that I can jump still. Specific? Or... Hello. Swing. Swing. Better, better, better. Oh, wow, an elite. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. So wait a second. I've cleared this, and we're still getting enemies. Does that mean... Does that mean that we are going to be getting... respawning enemies in certain areas?
A deal well struck.
$35, $37. Oh, it's better armor. Yeah. I want the extra armor. I'm actually going to swap those. I like the extra armor. I like the extra armor. Don't care about the dye. Can't lie to you, buddy. I will... Let's see what you have, actually. Do you have anything worthwhile? 300 knives of, or hunting daggers of cutting. I can buy items back. Fiery dagger of haste. 609. Yeah, sure. What is this? Hunter cutting. I'm just kind of browsing here. I don't want a shield. +3 max crow flock. Well, I hate to break it to you, but yeah. Maybe at some point... Oh, hold on. Yeah, wait. Wow, we're close to having you actual clothes, lady. Isn't that crazy? Dexterity. So, if I close and shop again... Alright. However... If I come out and leave, right? So I've left. I'm going to do the Diablo thing of refreshing, potentially refreshing inventory. Oh, I want to talk to Lum. No. However, if I exit game and then continue. No. Oh, hey, bud. Okay, so very obviously, enemies can spawn at random. I like that. I like that oh, wait. This is where the elite was killed. Okay, so... This is very interesting. Alright. We have to do the thing. We have to continue exploring. I need to stop rambling on basically about about my ability to jump. I don't like that you're doing what you're doing there. Is that old granddad? That's old granddad. Granddad, you got big! Yeah? Oh, granddad hit me into old other granddad. We're gonna drink a potion. How did that hit me? I didn't even see you cast. That was one down. That was both down. Alright. I wish there was a way to... Well, there may be a way to pick everything up, and I'm just not understanding it. However, we have an unidentified... We have two unidentified daggers. Let me move that there. Let me move that there. You may have heard my chair as I leaned in because I'm excited. I just got that. No, I didn't. I have a better one currently. Of the Witch. I like the increased attack from the Dagger of Cutting. However, increased movement speed I will take. Celerity. I am a sucker for grab that. I am a sucker for damage over. Hello? Just I mean, come on, guys. As I was trying to say, I am a sucker for like damage over time stuff. It is genuinely my favorite kind of playstyle. I don't know why. And I view fire as damage over time. I don't know if it actually is in this game. It's just something that... Oh, I was stuck. I'm not even bothering dodging these small ones because they don't do enough they don't do enough damage for me to worry. And all I have to do is jump to get out of the roots. I don't have to worry about... Come on. I don't have to worry about dodging to get out of the roots. All I have to do is jump. I like that as well. There's a lot of ants up here. They're ants or boglings. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be, or if it's just a slight inspiration from both. My 300 birds all just hitting the same thing. A rune. A rune of Deb. Well, Deb, I got your rune. I have said it in certain other videos that I have yet to upload, but I have recorded. But I want to go ahead and say it here. One reason why you may hear me clearing my throat as much as I do is because of my throat issues. If that was not apparent from whatever I said earlier, whenever I first started the video, my introduction as they often are called. I only have 2 birds. I was hoping that was a thing. You did not survive your cast. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Hello. I'm really enjoying this. Nothing is... how do I properly say that? How do I properly articulate it? There's just something special about a well-made up-down game. Is there anything in here, or are we just That is so awesome. That is absolutely amazing. Alright, we don't go that way yet. We have more stuff down here to do. Yeah! I have to kill 12 monsters whilst in the stony field. I remember the stony field. Can't fool me. Hello. You cannot fool me. I know all about the stony fields. They were right outside of Tristram. Well, not right outside, but they were right there next to Tristram. Not far at all. You will not fool me. This is Diablo 5 in disguise. I'm full up. Alright. Oh, you're a special. Ow. There's so many here. This really reminds me of the Camp of the Fallen. I know I'm making a lot of Diablo references that it very well may be that no one understands because no one has played the original Diablo. The attention to detail. I know, I've said it multiple times, but the attention to detail is absolutely crazy. Oh. What are you doing to that bug? Come on. Some of the pathing could use a little bit of work, but again, it's pre-alpha. This is just a showcase of what they could potentially do. Hello, bug. I really hope they leave the jumping and the terrain destruction in. I just hope that they work a little bit on how easy it is to destroy the terrain. Just some of it you're hitting and it's barely destroying, and then other times you're hitting it and it's really dropping. I assume it's because of like where you're hitting it, so it's supposed to have structural integrity, which I'm not opposed to structural integrity. I died once to that thing, apparently. I had a... Oh yeah, that's... yeah. While I'm here, I'm going to go back to town. Yeah, this game is... right there. Right there. We need to work on things like that little area. Let me put my coffee back down, because I was drinking it, because I cleared the area. But wait, no I didn't, because enemies will... I don't know if you want to call it respawn. They may not necessarily respawn, they may just actually wander in if you stood in one spot long enough, I don't know. But the leaving of loot is killing me inside. I can't even carry that. We're dropping the belt. Alright, we're back in town. The amount of birds I have. It's just awesome.
Hello there.
I want to shop, buddy. I want to sell you some
Deal
things.
well struck.
Doesn't do as much, doesn't do as much. That's dye, that's onyx, that's a rune, that's... yeah, okay. Wait. I can just click restock. Really? Really? Alright, well. 12% attack speed. What if I replaced it with the dagger of cutting? That is haste. What does this do? What does that do? 11% movement speed. I already got it, buddy. You gotta do a little bit better than that. How do I Alt and Flame Web, Eldritch Web, Elder Web. Okay, so 34.2 on fire damage, 25, 35. Wow, that's, you know, even though I just bought that. Yeah.
Hello.
All right, Lum. No.
A deal well struck.
Yep. Sure. Nope. I'm not trying to do that. Some kind of, crash. What is this? I have a tattoo? Oh. Because of the rune, right? Give me the rune. So... core, heart... What if I do that? Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. Alright. I need to be a bit more... what's the word? I need to be a bit more strict about what I am picking up. Yeah. I know. I just uttered something that I'm sure many people just grimaced at. I grimace at it too. Yeah. But, I don't want to have to continually run to town. What is that thing? That is scary looking. Okay. Well, come on. Oh, nope. Dodge. Nope. We're going to just kind of... Ah! I was so close. I tried to, tried to hit it with a spell since it was also close to being dead, and that didn't work. My bad. I should have done better. Interesting, interesting game. Very much enjoying it so far. The occasional frame drops are they're not frustrating necessarily, but they are a little bit I don't know. Also, where did it go? It was so close to being dead. Did it go across the river? I want... Can I attack? Oh, I cannot attack in the water. That is... concerning. I'm kind of disappointed that my, elite eyeball creature died. Or, no, not that it died, that, went missing, rather. I'll apply my stats for level up in a moment. I'm not exactly having problems right now. A lot of this stuff is low level, and because of the way that I play... Hello? It, isn't causing me problems. Ooh, skeletons. So my thought process here is that I'll probably play between an hour and a half and 2 hours. Just to kind of give like an example of how the game is. If I was going to do that, maybe I should have... Ooh. Did someone fall into the lake of fire? This is... spooky. Ooh. Hey, trees! Where are you going? Hey! 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 What's happening to me? Why am I... That was scary. Okay. Well, maybe after this is where I'm... Oh, this is not good. These are high level. Yeah, I need to, not be there, because those things were going to kill me very easily. I can't get that. Yeah, that was a bit high level. Unfortunately. Let's go ahead and give myself some more dexterity. And you know, while we're at it... Oh, you're labeled as strong. While we're at it, 40% chance to stun, adapt. Wasn't paying attention. Entirely my fault that time. Oh, hello. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna go ahead and sell while I'm here. I keep forgetting that creatures will actually respawn.
A deal well struck.
Actually. I keep... No. They... It'd be nice if they changed the, Well, I guess maybe I could change it. I haven't looked. But it would be nice if the sell all or the sell item was the same as the deposit item. I'm also noticing... Hello. I am also noticing that we're getting stronger enemies, which is making me wonder if there is a like scaling enemy spawn list, so that as you get high level, enemies will spawn that are maybe not necessarily your level, but complementary to your level. Oh, you're an elite. The charred fissure. I assume that going into the lava won't feel too good. Oh, you're a vampiric. Which means that you hit me and you heal. And you're just normal. What is with the skull on some enemies? A normal gazer. That's... oh, yeah. Get out of the water, please. I gotta get out of there. I'll drink a potion. There we go. It's dead. I feel like there's an eye in the tree. I don't think that's supposed to be an eye. It may even be like an error. But I kind of like that. Hello, cockroach. Goodbye, cockroach. Hello, cockroach. Wait. Crick's Hollow. No. I think that's just this little area right here. Oh, I don't want to be there. Come on out. There we go. Yeah. I don't want to be in the water. Stop putting me in the water. Putting me in the water is frustrating. I don't want to be there. I actually want to probably drop those. Just a normal one. You're a normal one. I will grab the dye just so I can sell it. Stop it. Really, how many are there? Inability to fight in water is kind of a pain. Fighting near the water is just a pain. And I really don't want to fight near the, yeah, keep going in there like an idiot. Good going. I don't want to fight in there. That's just going to send me into the lava. I really like that. I would have liked to, like, choose which character. But if they only have one, they only have one, that's fine. I'm not going to fault them for only having one character. So I was thinking... I kind of mentioned it earlier. Hello. I was thinking about, you little cockroach. Literally. Guess you'd be a big cockroach. my thought process initially was to play the game until I got through the entirety of the alpha. But that's hard to do because I don't really know how much of the alpha there is, and I have a very limited time in which I can record today specifically. But I wanted to record a bit, at least, because I've kept my eye on the game for a while, and to be blunt, it's important to do the YouTube thing of getting your video out as soon as possible whenever something new comes out. So you're an elite. Oh, did you already die? You already died. I wasted that. Oh well. Sorry, birds. Oh, I am in the fire. How long does that last? Enjoy being in the fire. I also just realized way down here, because I haven't been looking at my bars. I realized that they were telling me to jump whenever I get rooted. I've been actively trying to avoid looking at my bars, that way I can learn the muscle memory of it. So is that really nothing? I guess that's nothing. Okay. If you say so. Hello, little gulp jaw. I'm sorry, buddy. Alright. Nope. Out of the fire, please. Alright, I requested that you jump. You just chose not to. That's cool. Lava tunnels. Alrighty. I can't wait to be lit on fire. Alright, that somehow didn't hit. I'll take another flask, sure. Hello? Hit them. Hit them. Hit them. Hit them. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. So now I actually need these life crystals a bit. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of cockroaches. Geez, these things really hurt. I actually have to fall back and heal more. Crazy. Yeah, the minions are very rough. Complete miss. Great. That's something I'm gonna have to get used to. I was trying. I don't even know what if anything happens whenever you die. I don't know if you lose anything, or if they plan on having you lose something. If they plan on having you drop all your loot like in Diablo, and depending upon what your difficulty is set to, then you'll drop just like the gear from your inventory, the gear you were carrying, so on and so forth. There's a lot of cockroaches here. Did you go back to a reset place? The champion cockroach is no longer around, and I don't know why. Wait. There... Is that that's flowing? Okay, that is crazy. Once again, I'm trying not to, but I have the distinct desire to compliment the devs. They said, you know what, we're going to add flowing lava. Why? To show off. Jeez, you hurt. I guess it's probably the, I guess it's probably not just it, it's probably the fire that isn't helping. I do wish there was a different button to do the crows with, because sometimes I just want to destroy the terrain, and I don't want to have all my crows just fly out at a random spot. Alrighty. Well, grab that just because I spent a little bit of mana. I'm just kind of wandering around hoping we're going to find the champion cockroach again. I will say the detection range on the enemies is very similar to older Diablo games. Sometimes they'll immediately spot you, other times not so much. Oh, while I'm here, just to replenish my mana. That is something I have to get used to. I'm not really used to... Hello? Alright, well, we're just gonna do that. I'm not used to playing Diablo classes that use much mana. This is an elite. I primarily play basically either summoner classes, where once you have the creature summoned, you don't have to worry about your mana. Or alternatively, I would play like Paladin or something like that. I mean, basically, you know, the very overpowered classes. Yeah, those. Oh, that is horrifying. Yeah, that moved very quickly. Unfortunately, this is where I'm going to have to call it, because I have very limited time in which I can record today. So, if you felt like this was interesting, go download the game right now. It's currently free on Steam. According to YouTube rules, I am not allowed to link it to you, but yeah. That said, thank you for watching, thank you for the support you've given me by watching and by clicking on my video. Have a good one.